AirAsia Flight QZ8501 goes missing with 162 on board. An AirAsia flight traveling from Surabaya, Indonesia to Singapore has gone missing. The Indonesia Transport Ministry is reporting that the flight, QZ8501, lost contact with air traffic control shortly after 6 am local time. Hadi Mustofa, an official with the ministry, noted the plane requested to take an unusual path before contact was lost. AirAsia confirmed the unusual path was requested, due to en route weather. There are 162 passengers on the flight, including 2 pilots, 4 flight attendants, 1 engineer, 16 children and 1 infant, AirAsia said in a statement. The captain has 6,100 flying hours and the first officer 2,275 hours. AirAsia created an emergency call center for friends and family members of those on board the flight. The majority of the passengers are Indonesian, along with 3 Koreans, 1 Singaporean and 1 Malaysian. The aircraft is an Airbus A320-200, and is just over 6 years old. We have been informed of an event and all efforts are now going towards assessing the situation, Airbus said in a statement. AirAsia Indonesia regrets to confirm that flight QZ8501 from Surabaya to Singapore has lost contact with air traffic control at 7:24, Surabaya Lieutenant, this morning. The flight took off from Wanda International Airport in Surabaya at 0535 hours. The aircraft was an Airbus A320-200 with a registration number Park AXK. There were 2 pilots, 4 flight attendants and 1 engineer on board. The captain in command had a total of 6,100 flying hours and the first officer a total of 2,275 flying hours. There were 155 passengers on board, with 138 adults, 16 children and 1 infant. Also on board were 2 pilots and 5 cabin crew. Nationalities of passengers and crew on board are as below. 1 Singapore, 1 Malaysia, 1 France, 3 South Korean, 156 Indonesia. At this time, search and rescue operations are being conducted under the guidance of the Indonesia Civil Aviation Authority, CAA. AirAsia Indonesia is cooperating fully and assisting the investigation in every possible way. The aircraft was on the submitted flight plan route and was requesting deviation due to en route weather before communication with the aircraft was lost while it was still under the control of the Indonesian Air Traffic Control, AC. The aircraft had undergone its last scheduled maintenance on 16 November 2014. AirAsia has established an emergency call center that is available for family or friends of those who may have been on board the aircraft. The number is +622,129,850,801. AirAsia will release further information as soon as it becomes available. Updated information will also be posted on the AirAsia website, www.airasia.com. Singapore's aviation agency also issued a statement. 28 December 2014, 11:30 am local time. An Indonesia AirAsia aircraft, QZ8501, scheduled to arrive at 0830 hours local time from Surabaya, lost contact with Jakarta Air Traffic Control at 0724 hours local time today. Singapore Air Traffic Control was informed of this loss of contact at 0754 hours by Jakarta Air Traffic Control. The aircraft was in the Indonesian Flight Information Region, FIR, when contact was lost, more than 200 nm southeast of the Singapore-Jakarta FIR boundary. Search and rescue operations have been activated by the Indonesian authorities from the Pangkal Pinang Search and Rescue Office. The Singapore Rescue Coordination Center, RCC, managed by the Civil Aviation Authority of Singapore, CAS, and supported by various agencies, including the Republic of Singapore Air Force, RSAF, and the Republic of Singapore Navy, RSN, has also been activated and has offered help to the Indonesian authorities. 2 C-130s are already on standby for this purpose. We remain ready to provide any assistance to support the search and rescue effort. The Cause and Change Airport Group, CAG, crisis management centers have already been activated. We are working with the airline's crisis management team. A waiting area and all necessary facilities and support have been set up for relatives and friends of the affected passengers at Changi Airport Terminal 2, Level 3. Further updates will be provided once more information is available. The Associated Press contributed to this report.